This time on Atlas Unlimited.
So this used to be the only access to this pool at all.
We braved the depths of Crag Cave and Mother Nature herself.
It was super rainy, like sideways.
Live on the edge of our seat at the Cliffs of Moher.
Oh, here we go. We've got it right down here.
Take flight with Ireland's local wildlife. And spend the night in Kinnity Castle.
Turning to Kim like, what? We get to stay here for dinner? Like that, what?
For the first leg of our journey, we'll take the drive from the Dingle Peninsula, cutting inland from the wild Atlantic Way, before cruising back to the coast to take in the sights at the Cliffs of Moher. The heavy Irish rain will make this a 2-day trip, which gives us just enough time to squeeze in another adventure. And just outside Castle Island in County Kerry, I think we found what we're looking for.
Oh my God.
You having trouble there?
I think I could organize a small army festival. I could put on my coat.
We're about to explore one of Ireland's hidden gems. Discovered by a farmer in 1983, Crag Cave boasts an enthralling expedition, 10 million years in the making.
Plans kind of fell apart a little bit on the way to the Cliffs of Moher, which we're still going to, but on the way we decided to, come here because we saw the sign and Kim thought it'd be a great idea.
So it's my fault if this is not a good place.
If it's bad.
Since it's bad luck to go spelunking on an empty stomach, we take advantage of Crag Cave's quaint cafe. All right, so we both got the same thing, this ciabatta sandwich. Let's give it a shot. I have one of JC's hairs. Seems to make it all over everything. Yeah, right. That's really good, and the bread is amazing.
Thanks, Kim. I'll try it.
All right, give us a try.
Vegetable soup. It smells really good. Yeah, hits the spot. That's really yummy. Okay, so we have our little self-guided audio for the tour, and it's really cool. You scan a QR code, download it to your phone, but you have to be able to hit play.
Stop at are marked with numbered signs. These signs correspond with this audio. Please pause the audio after each stop and resume playing it again.
This cave system spans a distance of 4 football fields through the Earth's crust. A brisk 30-minute walk.
It's very watery. Got to hold on to them rails. That's as good.
That's actually the best that you've done so far.
Really? So this used to be the only access to this pool at all. So that's kind of crazy.
It might not look like much, but this small pool of water is actually how Crag Cave was discovered. Unlike many other caves where you walk up to a cliffside and follow a hole into the ground, Crag Cave's first explorers had to dive into a pool of water, following it until they surfaced where we are now. Over time, lights were added one by one to better accentuate the beautiful limestone formations, as well as showcase the sprawling cathedral-sized caverns. Walking the stony path feels like peering back into Ireland's geologic history. And along the way, we created our own little 360 tour. You can head over to our Facebook page to check that out. You can click on each photo and scroll around to see each place in 360 degrees. Crag Cave was some much-needed respite on our drive up to the Cliffs of Moher. And all of this cold, damp air has given JC a bright idea.
Okay, so my plan after visiting all this is it's a constant temperature under here. It's absolutely gorgeous and lots of cool little caverns and little tunnels and stuff, so you can have little rooms. So I was thinking, you could start an entire civilization down here. No one would ever know. Constant temperature, you got water, you got everything you need, shelter. I think Kim and I think we figured out our new home.
At our Airbnb back on the surface, the weather's taken quite a turn. Though in my opinion, it's not for the worst. Today will be our last window of opportunity to visit the Cliffs of Moher. And if this rain doesn't break soon, there won't be much to see. It's like pouring sideways. We're back on the road. Hell or high water. And it does look to be high water. But I suppose you can't expect Ireland to stay green without quite a bit of nourishment. Much of Ireland can receive up to 49 inches of rain per year. To put that into perspective, if you left an empty swimming pool uncovered during the winter, it would be overflowing with water by spring. After a quick stop to give the local pub our patronage, we finally arrive at the Cliffs of Moher.
Little did we know we would learn so much about the history here at the visitor center. I was thinking it'd be like more of a gift shop, maybe some fun little things that you could purchase, but like they have really taken a lot of time to make sure that this has a lot of foundation to understanding how it started. It's also really cool learning about the different traditions, kind of a little bit more about the marine life that exists here. They also had an amazing video that kind of does like a little bit of a VR experience, which is really neat. So you can kind of see some different areas of the cliffs from different points.
The Cliffs of Moher holds a deep cultural significance for the Irish people. In 1835, Sir Cornelius O'Brien established O'Brien's Tower, the Cliffs of Moher's first visitor center. Since then, it's been a hub for all sorts of tourist activities, including busking. Busking is a term for when you play music for a crowd to kind of attract people to your location. There was a man named Cornelius O'Brien. He actually would send pipers to come play at the cliffs. One of the very first ones way back in the day, I was a little bit fond of the drink and actually got so drunk that he fell off. I've heard people playing guitar, harp, even like tin whistle up here at the cliffs, and it really just makes the experience that much more authentic feeling. Many guides I've seen online recommend skipping the visitor center altogether. But for me, this experience helped put into perspective what makes the cliffs so special.
So here we go.
It's your first time seeing these, right?
First time seeing it, yeah. It's gonna be grand. Do I have to go up to the stairs?
Yeah.
Is that the best spot?
Do it.
Okay. If I can get there.
Try not to look until you get there.
Blow me over. Okay.
Okay.
I'll look backwards. Just look this way. Yeah, like this. Okay. Oh, that is so sick. What? Oh my heck. Okay. Yeah, this is probably the best view, not gonna lie. That is gorgeous. You see it in movies, but yeah, it's nothing like seeing it up close at all. Oh my gosh, that's insane. We picked like the best time.
The clouds had finally parted as the sun began to set, making for some of the most beautiful shots I've had the privilege of capturing.
Just insane. It's just, yeah, crazy.
And rather than spoil the moment with my narration, I'd rather just show you. this amazing view. I can't even wait to see what it's gonna look like up there. Let's go. No. One more. After the cliffs left us flying high, we thought it could only go down from there. We were mistaken.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, look at his little head. He's totally vocal. Good heavens. Oh, she's so cute.
The Aillwee Birds of Prey experience is home to dozens of different species, from barn owls to red-tailed hawks.
This is Hedwig, my friends. We found him at last.
These otherwise elusive birds are often rescues and are homed here to help educate visitors on the importance of wildlife conservation. Of all the birds on display, this next one is my favorite. A raven named Loon. Ravens have a reputation for not only being one of the most intelligent bird species,
There you go.
but also being one of the most intelligent animals on the planet. Loon is able to learn the names of specific objects and bring them when called. And of course, if you're good at something, you never do it for free. A few times per day, the staff puts on an exhibition, and we're just in time to get the best seats in the house.
Oh, here we go. We've got him right down here. Paddy.
The first bird to grace us with its wings is the Battledore eagle. These predators are known to have wingspans of up to 7.5 feet and are found in a variety of different habitats all across Africa.
Go and get it.
They also have a fondness for khaki pants. That's a fact that comes from first-hand experience.
Ooh, there we go. Sorry about that, dude.
What does he look like he's missing?
This handsome little guy was injured and lost his tail feathers. Despite that, he's a fine flyer. In each show, the staff showcase different birds. This gives each of them the chance to rest and relax in between sessions. After the Battledore eagle, the handlers bring out a pair of owls, one after the other. JC was in for a surprise when the second of these two was her favorite bird, the snowy owl. This bird of prey glides like a phantom across the ground. The audience collectively holds their breath as she lands. To match their flying prowess, snowy owls also have the ability to spot prey up to 2 kilometers away. They also are known to cache their food, storing it for times when prey is scarce. Next, we got to meet Simon, the Lanner falcon.
Perfect. So this is Simon. Simon's going to be coming at me at all speeds, trying to catch me, trying to stick out his feet at the leather pad last second.
Drills like these help simulate what a hunt would be like in the wild, and keep their skills sharp in the event they can be released.
Know that if you're not wearing sunglasses, that he'll blind you with the sun, which he'll do to his prey as well. And when Simon went all the way around behind you guys. Good job. Well done, Simon.
From the barn owl to the Battledore eagle, this showcase was spectacular. A perfect way to end our trip on the west coast of Ireland, and we had to take advantage of the photo op. And if you're in the area, we highly recommend you give the Aillwee Birds of Prey experience a visit. Heading back on the road, we have a long drive ahead of us to make it back to Dublin. but we've got a few adventures to go before we do. Next up is a quick stop at the Poulnabrone Dolmen. This one has been on my bucket list ever since I was a child, reading about it in the National Geographic magazine. As with most attractions in Ireland, this one is free and open to the public. Just mind your step as you make the approach. It's a 5,000-year-old Neolithic gravestone, and this would have been used to mark the site of a mass burial. Due to the heavy rain, JC took one look at the gravestone, said, "This is cool," and then went straight back to our car. But I decided to linger around and take a bunch of photos. I then compiled them together and made a pretty cool photo scan. Yeah, this was definitely one of my favorite places to visit. Departing from the Portal gravestone, we head to our final Airbnb and destination of our trip in Ireland. And I think it's safe to say we saved the best for last. We checked in late in the evening at Kinnity Castle, despite the best efforts of the rain to wash us away. The entryway is bathed in regal red and makes you feel like royalty just walking up its steps.
We stepped inside and there's this huge room, like the entrance, huge entryway.
Our visit took place just before Halloween, and the entire castle had been decorated to match that festive spirit.
And we came here not expecting anything. We're just, okay, I guess we're just gonna eat crackers tonight and some oranges that we brought. And we show up and she's like, yeah, are you guys gonna join us for dinner? And I'm turning to Kim like, what? We get to stay here for dinner? Like that, what? And it's a dungeon. You literally have dinner in a dungeon. It's insane. Like, gosh, like the walls are all brick going down, like the colors, like deep reds and ivory. Like it really felt very true to what I would imagine a medieval castle would feel like.
Dinner for us was served in the dungeon, a spooky and cozy reimagining of the old monks' quarters.
I got the filet with the lemon sauce, and it has a little bit of capers and some like shrimp and stuff with it, so it smells amazing. So super excited to go. After our delicious meal, we returned back to our room to retire for the night, eager to explore the castle grounds the next day. In the morning, we set out to explore all that Kinnity Castle has to offer. So we're gonna go explore this amazing freaking castle that we stayed in last night, because you can't stay here and not go look around. Kinnity Castle has 37 guest rooms and dozens of private spaces, ranging from bars to libraries to lounge rooms. You could spend an entire day just trying to see them all for yourself, which is what we tried to do. So I found a little hidden library lounge. Well, no, it's a library bar and lounge. So we're gonna see if we can get in there. Check it out. So this is the lounge, and I feel like every room we go into is absolutely gorgeous. Like all the intricate detail of the wallpaper. There's like beautiful dressers and pieces of furniture. It's just gorgeous everywhere. Each room is dripping with opulence and class. And for something having been built in the 13th century, the entire grounds are in pristine condition. We're going to hold like a Celtic festival?
Oh, absolutely.
This would be an amazing place for a Celtic festival. I'm just imagining it now. I think this really has all the makings for that.
Kinnity Castle was an amazing way to close out our Ireland adventure. And now, it's finally the end of the road. We've traveled from the bustling roads of Dublin to the towering sea walls of the Cliffs of Moher.
This was absolutely miraculous from beginning to end.
Ireland gave us more than we could have dreamed. The Celtic adventure of a lifetime.
Like, really, like, where do you see stuff like this in America? Like, truly, the moment we arrive, we pop up to this place and it's the Grand Cathedral of Ireland. Spacious landscape everywhere, greenery, gorgeous.
The privilege of having a few special weeks to spend with your best friend in one of the most beautiful places in the entire world. That's what Ireland gave me, and I'm forever in her debt.
By far, I don't think anything could top it. Everything else is going to have really big shoes to fill.
But of course, our adventure's not over. Not by a long shot. Scotland is calling. Iceland whispers to us from the distance. And Japan is out there waiting. And as I did with the Cliffs of Moher before, rather than tell you about it, why don't I just show you? Long live Atlas Unlimited.